Yeah, effectively, change orders is really kind of I guess it was the missing piece of the puzzle. So to explain just briefly what orders allows you to do is whenever there's a change in scope with your existing engagements with your clients, whether that's adding in a new service, potentially updating the pricing, or just generally changing the scope of the service that you're providing, what this allows you to do is prepare what we're calling a change order, which is a really simplified amendment to an existing proposal, which you can then send to your client. Once they've signed that, it will update your existing agreement, which will then allow you to do renewals, which I'll talk to a little bit later on in the session. But this essentially is a really good catch-all. So for scenarios where you have scope creep occurring, you may have had a dialogue with the client outside of Ignition or in your internal systems, and you want to really easily just quickly prepare something that will effectively allow you to capture that revenue. Change orders is a great way to do that. And I'm sure Ethan will take us through a bit of a demo of that as well when we jump into the platform shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, this is just something we hear all the time from firms where we sign on at a particular price, we have an initial discovery meeting and conversation with the client, and then, in some cases they've forgotten that they have an additional entity. They've forgotten about, some share transactions that they've had. They've forgotten about a disposal of an asset. So whatever it might be that changes the nature or scope of that work and means that there should be a reviewed fee. It enables you to really easily kind of initiate a change to that proposal without necessarily sending through a completely new agreement or a new signing process in that sense.